Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So I'm actually heading back down to Sirius HP now in order to get my car back. So we're gonna be taking the Accord, of course. And I guess what I'm gonna do is drive the Accord down there, and then I'm gonna just leave it there, and then hopefully my wife or somebody else will help me come get it sometime this week or next week. I don't really mind leaving it out. Like, I'm not worried about it getting stolen or anything. It's insured. I don't want the hassle of having to go get it again, but this will be easier right now. Let me give you guys a cold start since everybody loves an Accord cold start. Traffic as far as the eye can see. As you can see here, it says I am going to be there in 56 minutes at 6:05. They close at 6, so I'm gonna be a little bit late, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. There's just a ton of traffic. So I did talk to them briefly. They are changing all the spark plugs, which apparently the car takes 2. I didn't even know that. I mean, I know a lot of cars do, but I've never changed a car that takes two spark plugs per cylinder. So that's kind of interesting. Probably should have done it myself. I don't know how hard it is, but anyway, so they're just waiting on the plugs. They were installing the plugs last time I talked to them, which was just maybe half an hour ago. They say they already corrected the tune. It should be good to pick up. So I think the adjustments, hopefully he'll explain the adjustments a little bit better when we're there. But a couple things he did mention was I think he boosted the idle 50 RPM, adjusted some of the tables, and just made all sorts of adjustments. So I'm hoping it'll work now. It seems like they made, you know, some more drastic adjustments in like the shift tables and all sorts of stuff. So we'll find out. For now, this is going to be my life for the next 55 minutes or so. All right, I am almost there, about to turn the final corner, and it is 5:53. So it looks like I did good in my time. The traffic cleared up, luckily, and I got there. So I'll get here before they close. But driving the Accord is so much more difficult because it doesn't have adaptive radar cruise. But I think the main thing that makes me not like driving this car is the lack of tinted windows. I've noticed that. I don't mind driving this car so much at night, but during the day, as soon as I get into it, it's just like, it's like all bright and just horrible. I'm used to my 20% tint in the Scatpack, and it like makes it calm and mellow in the car. This car, I feel like I'm in a fishbowl. But anyway, I'm here, gonna go inside and see how this goes. My little baby. You guys need to tell me how the mic sounds, because it's really loud in here right now. And I know in the previous videos where I walked around in the shop before the mic, it was awful. I tried to do noise reduction and stuff, but it didn't matter. It sounded like crap. Beautiful car. Just do a little quick tour. Everybody always loves when I check out what they got at the shop. Camaro getting a Procharger installed, or something changed with the intake manifold. Hellcat. And that's what I was saying. Sirius HP is a good shop. I mean, I know I've had problems, but they work on Hellcats and Mopars like crazy. I mean, if you look in here, 90% of the cars are Mopar. Or maybe like 70%, but 90% sounds more dramatic. And like this one, getting dyno tuned and everything, no one really has problems except for me, so I just want my problems fixed, but I don't feel like it's the shop that's bad. So if anyone's thinking that, I don't have that opinion. Even if it doesn't work out for me, I don't think my problems are typical. And this Viper is sick. It's got a Procharger on it. Amazing. Here, these Viper hoods cost like 20 grand or something like that, 10 grand. That thing is sick. Another Hellcat. But my car's right there. It looks like they just finished it, so I'm gonna go inside and talk to Mike. Oh, look at this. They redesigned it here. Beautiful. Okay, he's on the phone, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. And see people bring cars from all over the country. I just saw this, so I have to show you guys. Check these lights out. I've never seen anything so cool. It like has a black housing, and there's like a red light on top. Hey.
Hey, David. Comes out to $484.93.
484?
I know it seemed steep, and I was like, oh, that's right. 16 spark plugs.
Yeah, 16 spark plugs. Yeah, I didn't realize they took 16. Like, that's steep.
Well, and the spark plugs are expensive too, on top of that. Like, back in the day, we can now. I mean, I can throw in, like in my Corvette, spark plugs are $2 a piece. Right? Just throw them in.
Just basic NGK, whatever.
Yeah, $16 spark plug change. Yours is $191.84 for spark plugs.
Yeah.
But they're iridium, and you shouldn't have to change them for 50,000.
But the other thing I wanted to ask about was the Procharger warranty. Did you get a chance to?
The manager's going to get back with me.
Okay.
Talked to one of Lance's buddies over there, and they're going to try to push it through, but they have to get approval from somebody else.
Okay, if they can. I mean, I don't think it's going to break, but
I've never had a warranty one. I'll tell you that. I've had them rebuilt after like 100,000 miles,
yeah,
but I've literally never had a warranty one. Yeah, so.
I'm not pushing it hard whatsoever anyway, so.
No, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I've seen them with 100,000+ miles on them.
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
Just maintain them. You know, as far as quieting them down, like even the helical gears, the helical cut is obviously quieter.
Yeah.
You know, but it still makes that rattle.
Yeah, that rattle noise. It's just less of it. Yeah. And I did a little research, and the straight cut gear is supposed to be better actually for longevity and stuff.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Way less surface area on a straight cut. But Thaddeus was in the car all morning, drove it probably 80 miles.
Nice,
so,
yeah, that's nice.
Everything.
Did he experience any of the problems that I had? Okay.
The dipping down in the RPMs, yes. So that's why we upped the RPM and increased the proportional. And so that's usually when you see that where it dips down and then comes back up real quick, that's a precursor to it. Because it's
sometimes it catches itself and sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
And sometimes it catches itself, but the computer doesn't realize it did, and it thinks it's stalled and it goes in neutral. Yes. And that's almost as bad as stalling, but not quite.
It's obnoxious. Yes. Limbo's the worst, where it's just like you're just cruising along.
And when it was going in limp mode, it only did it when it was first turning on. Like it never did it when I was like actually driving. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So
that is, I can tell you from personal experience, that is a scary feeling when you're just like doing 80, and then all of a sudden the car's just like bing, 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 and you have to pull over.
Yeah, you don't know.
There's no pedal.
Oh.
You know,
that's interesting. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to ask about was the transmission tuning. Like someone asked me, I need to get the transmission tuned.
Yeah, it's tuned.
I thought so. I thought we talked about that the first time. I was like,
yes, that is
tuned it. Yeah.
Included in that. Yeah, we can't. I mean, it's some serious hackery if we try to tune it without tuning the transmission. So there's a lot of stuff that we'll put it into limp mode just because of the transmission, because it's calculating much higher torque and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll drive like just absolute garbage if the transmission is not tuned. So that's any of the automatic cars it's requirement.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
okay, we are all done. The car is over there. I'm just pulling the last bit of my stuff out of the Accord, and I'm gonna have to close this. That would have been a disaster if I forgot. But look how dirty this car is. It's got like stuff on that from when they cut the grass right next to the car. That's annoying. I gotta make sure I don't have anything that's gonna get stolen in this car or make it a likely candidate to be broken into. I don't think there's anything in here. All right, we are done with this thing for now. Close. Bye-bye Accord. Ah. That's why it's lovely having these, because anytime someone else drives a car, it is all over the place. I have such a different seating position than most people, and having the memory is like super nice. Especially when my wife drives the car, because 2 is her, and if I were to press 2 right now, I would die because it would crush me. So, okay, this is going to be the first startup. Let's see how this goes. So I think a couple of the changes they said they made, they bumped up the idle and some of the other tables. I don't know, we'll have to review what he said. I don't know that much about tuning. I wish I did, and it's something I'd like to learn about, but like when it comes to all the stuff, I mean, I understand the basics of it. You have timing, air fuel, but then the complexity gets a lot higher where you have, you know, acceleration, deceleration, all kinds of crazy. This guy like is coming up on me like he's gonna crash into me. Probably pissed off I'm not driving fast enough. Okay, so they did drive the car a good amount. I don't remember what the mileage was before, but I will check in editing. It was probably like 80. So I need gas. And you guys will be all excited that I can't go to a Sam's Club because there's not one around here. So I'm gonna probably hit up a Chevron or a Shell. But so far the car's running really nice. It's idling smoother, like it used to be more shaky at idle. A lot smoother at idle. I want to say the AFRs look more consistent. That right there. C5. I was just sitting here as if there was a stoplight. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just talking to the camera and yakking. I'm sure that guy behind me really wants to kill me now. Oh man, so far this thing feels great. Like just the way it shifted and everything. This is nice. I don't want to speak too soon, but based on what I'm feeling right now, this feels better than it ever has. Like I'm on part throttle and then just like lightly going on the accelerator. No clunking. The transmission seems like it knows what it's doing. Alright, it's been driving good so far. So let's do a little pull. Slow down a little bit. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go. That felt great. Alright, so I'm gonna come to a stop here. You can watch what the RPMs do. Nothing. It's not like diving down like crazy. Look at that shifting, and driving, it's perfect. I'm so happy with the way the car's running now. This is nice. It feels solid, like it feels almost like stock. Don't remember what the car used to idle at, but it should be 50 RPM higher, which the idle's still really low. And I am extremely low in gas, and I do not know where a gas station is. And I couldn't find a Shell, and I'm worried the car's gonna run out of gas, so. And a couple people told me that because of the fuel pump and stuff, I shouldn't run it that low. I don't know if that's true. I don't really feel like it is, but just err on the side of caution. I'm not gonna risk it. So the RPMs definitely do stay a lot higher now. Won't say I'm thrilled with. Oh, let's hear if it made the supercharger quieter. I just thought of that. That definitely made it quieter. And I think one of the reasons why mine was louder than most of them is because my idle was super low before. It's please see cashiering me, so I'm not gonna go here. Anyway, the gas was $3.49 anyway. It's a little expensive. And this isn't really where I wanted to go. So we're gonna have to go more risk and continue driving and look for another one. Yeah, it's right above the E, so I'm fine. And she's continuing to drive great, and look what I just saw. It is a Shell. And look at that, cheaper, for better gas. Oh, it's saying see cashier too. Damn it, it's my card. I'm trying to run it as credit. Oh, look at that, approved. Ah. Okay, so while that's filling up, let me show you guys what the damage was here. Because I did have them change the oil and all the spark plugs. Like I mentioned before, there's 16 of them, and they're not cheap. So let's see what we got done. Mobile 1. So we got the oil, which was 70 bucks. The filter, which was 13. And the oil change itself, which was 62. Then the plugs themselves, and then also the labor to install the plugs. So the grand total, oh my god, it doesn't want to focus. So the grand total is $484.93. So that had nothing to do with the problems the car had. I just wanted new plugs in it because I felt like it should have the colder plugs in it, especially since it's having problems. Just want that little extra bit of security. And it was about time for an oil change anyway. I'm not sure if you can see this. No. It was last serviced on January 13th, and it's supposed to be good till 10,699 miles, and that was serviced from Mopar, from the dealership. And I still have free oil changes with the dealership. Not free, but I got that little oil change package where they give, I think, 3 of them or 2 of them. I don't even remember how many it was, but I got that package because it ended up being more cost effective. So this is the first oil change since I had the Procharger put on. The oil change before that was when it was stock. So 16.5 gallons. I think this has an 18-gallon tank, 18.5. So it wasn't too bad. Still starting up great. It's all right, I'm gonna head home, and I'll give you guys an update as to how the car ran when I get home, but so far it's ran better than it ever has with the Procharger on here. So far it seems good. Okay, and I just saw something that was kind of cool while I was leaving the gas station. One of the pumps is gone. I don't know why. Some car crashed into it or something. And I wanted to see what was underneath the pumps. There's like liquid in there. I'm guessing it's water since it doesn't reek of gas. But this is what's under your pump thing. You got the electric and the different nozzles. I guess one for regular, one for mid-grade, and one for premium. And you got a knob with some other kind of stuff running through there. I don't know what that is. Diesel maybe? No? Yeah, diesel. This was the diesel pump. So that's kind of cool. I just pulled up at home. We'll do a warm start for you guys. It's kind of overcast. Looks like it's gonna rain. We're supposed to be getting a big storm. And supercharger with that, just that 50 RPM. It sounds totally different. So as you can see, it still has some of the rock crusher sound, but not nearly as much. Just because that little RPM, because you can watch from any of the videos, is when it was at idle, it was that noise, and then as soon as the RPM just increased a tiny bit, it didn't go away, but it got way better. So I think that's a side effect of what they did. So I think that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. Glad the car's running well now. So we'll have to see what the next steps are as far as going to the YouTube call out if I do. There's a lot of logistics that I have to work out before that that can happen. So that's it for now. Peace.
Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girls' pages, blazes, and hit it with a script full of sexy phrases.